Brook 2023, we're here, a little grudge match, should we say, with Andy Brook and 3 of his bailiffs, with myself and Ian on one side of the bank, and then doubling up you got Ben and Mr. T. It's looking really nice. It's been a hot day today. I mean, it's been plus 30 degrees. I mean, got changed and yeah, but yeah, it's cooled down a little bit now. So the rods are out, got them over. I'm fishing 2 against the far margin. You see there is an aerator. I'm actually just past that. I've then got one 15 wraps straight out on that, just over there.
That's what's going to do the bite tonight. Nice little solid bag with the original wafter. Ready to go. Come on the boys, come on the Parker Bites.
First blood for me. And look at that, mate. Little magic bean that was on. Pop the hook out. Easy job. Come on, look at that, mate. It's a banger. Oh, there it is, magic bean. Thought it was, that's what I'm putting on now. Little pinky. There it is, first one for me. Parker Mates, magic beans, little pinkies, doing it again. Little bag, mini mix pellet as well, injected with the flat spot, and then finished off with the magic dust in there as well. But that was, yeah, absolutely screamed. I've got on the rod, a bit of a hairy fight to be honest, locked up for a little bit, but I just kept on it. I kept that just constant pressure on, show the other side, and eventually it come out. So, and there's the other side. Look at that, one absolute bouter. Thank you very much, Brook. Thank you very much. Fuck. Yes. Look at that, absolute bar of gold. Apple slice. Oh, that is the rod's back out. Took a couple of goes, but got there in the end. It's not going to focus, but you get the general idea. The time is now, just checking in at 11:30. Come on the Carp. Wow, rod. Playing it in contact for a while as well, and also rod back out on the money. Come on. Scores on the doors and good morning. So I'm going round to Liam now. Liam's had one. They've also had another one as well, so that puts 2 fish. We've had one, lost one. Landed that other fish would have been drawing now, so they're not a million miles ahead. 1 fish in the grand scheme of things is nothing, so catch that anytime. Sorry, it's when you start getting like 6-7 fish in the head, and that's when you start worrying. But yeah, heading round, I'll touch base with you when I'm round there. Second one for you then, mate.
Number 2, mate.
Another banger. An absolute banger. How big we saying? What do you reckon?
Got to be double.
Yeah.
Close to mid double.
Yeah, close to mid double. But every single one of them is an absolute banger. The other one's slightly smaller than this, or bigger?
A little
bit bigger than
20
this.
odd pound.
Yeah, mate. Happy day. So this is fish number 3 for you guys.
2 for me. 3
all in
for
all.
the team.
There you go. So fish number 3 all in all, and you're getting liners, mate. And I think you're gonna have a few this morning. So there it is. There's the other side. What an absolute banger. Well in, mate. Yeah, I've seen the pictures. Andy sent them over. Absolute banger. Yeah, look at that. Well in, mate. Right, well, we're walking back now, and that makes 3 for them. Like you just seen, what an absolute banger again. If anybody's never seen these lakes before or come down, I think going into next year it's going to be primarily lake exclusives, but ring up for further details. but you get 8, probably 6 years better really, sort of 8 people, lake exclusive, get the whole lake to yourself and come up and have a proper session. You've got plenty of water and there's some absolute bangers. Again, we've only just touched the surface, but what there has been out is there's been a 28 out, and what I'll do is I'll put it up on the screen now so you can check that out, which come from this peg last night. So that was Nick. So fingers crossed us boys can get in on the action down there and nick a few ourselves, but time to get back, play about the rods and hopefully nick a nosser.
Been tough going, first 12-14 hours, pretty much on the hour. My rods just screamed off, quick bleep, and then dropped back. And I must have had at least 10 or 12 during the night. I had 2 of the rods on D rigs, 1 on solid bag. I've got 1 over right by the aerator, and it just kept getting done, literally 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. I don't know if it's liners coming through where the fish are channeling, where I've got the back leads, or what's getting done. So I've changed all 3 now over to solid bags. Had 1 out, back over on the non-fishing bank by the aerator, and I've just had a hook pull. I had into it for about, I don't know, about a minute and a half. Schoolboy error, but there you go. So I think Ben's had 1, lost 1. I've just lost 1. I think the other guys, I think they're on 3 at the moment. One of them's had 2, one's had 1, so we're only 2 fish behind. Albeit myself and Ben have just lost 1. But yeah, so yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice day. Overcast at the moment. It's supposed to be 30 degrees. It is certainly muggy. But fingers crossed, we've still got over 48 hours. So it's a 72-hour session. The fish are definitely back over in my area. We'd say literally just had the hook pull then. So yeah, fingers crossed and come through.
So I've just redone that right hand rod there, and they are fizzing. So you've got the reeds that go round, and just round from the reeds you've got the aerator that comes out, and I'm just off that. And there's literally fizzing coming up now. Liam's got another one, so I'm going to go over there in a second and show you that. Fair play to him, it's good angling. More fizzing coming up on the spot. I don't reckon it's going to be long. Another one then, mate.
Another one?
Another one. Rod's back out already, look at that.
Straight on the spot.
Yeah, lovely. Was that off the island?
Same rod again, over there. Island.
Liners already.
Getting loads of liners again and bang.
Yeah, happy days. Right.
Lovely.
She's in the net. Going to be interesting.
4 for us, 3 for me, I think. Oh. Jared lost 1, didn't he? Did he? Yeah, I think he got cut off.
So well in, mate. So that's fish number 4 altogether, but 3 for you.
For me.
3
yeah,
for
mate.
you, having it off. You're still getting liners behind me, and I think you're on the run for a few fish, mate. Lovely gold apple slice, sort of scales all up. It's sort of a linear, this one as well. Lovely paddle on the back of it there. But yeah, mate, what a banger. And I think a few more to come.
I reckon so, mate. Lovely job.
It's becoming a bit of a regular walk, this. So I'm going to go back round now, and hopefully I'm getting on this action, because I know I've got fish over me. I really do. I can make it happen. I really do hope. Like I said, I'm having some liners just before I come over as well, so that's reassuring. But yeah, that same old walk. Definitely fish out there by the island. As I'm talking to Liam, he's getting liners, and loads of fizzing out there. Loads. Lovely place, isn't it? Lovely and clean. Right, I'm going to head down. There. Wow, it's all going off here at the moment, and biggest one for us so far, low 20, 22, 23, something like that. But a lovely scaly one. There's not really many scales on this side. I'll show you the other side in a second. with the magic beans. Literally as I was just about to do this video and start it, my rods went again. It's up against the bivvy now, and I've also had liners on the other rod, so I need to take full advantage of this little feeding period, if you like, and try and get a few on the bank to get their numbers up. But it's a good start and a good sign, and the pink magic beans doing it again. Mini mix, thank you very much. Just quickly show you the other side. So there it is, there's the other side. Let's get this one back ASAP and get them rods back out. Happy bloody days. Yes! It is hot. T's in the shade over there behind me, hiding. Over there. My brother's there in the sun. He's mad, man, but he's only been here a little while. I don't reckon he's going to hold out too long there. But what's going on, guys? It's Ben from Parker Baits, and welcome back to another fishing video. Today you join me down Brook, and it's a match against the owner and also the bailiffs up here as well. The owners and some of the bailiffs up here as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to bring you on a journey. We're here for the next couple of nights. At the moment it's 5-2 to them. So they've had 5, we've had 2, and we're doing it on numbers, and they've got to be over £5. We're also doing biggest fish as well. We've all put a tenner in, and the person will walk away with biggest fish. So there it is, that's what we're doing, that's where I am, that's how long I'm here for, and welcome back to another fishing video. Peace out.
Head over to our new venue guide section at parkerbaits.co.uk to find out more about Brook, including a lake map with hotspots and depths, lake information, Ben's top tips, catch reports and more.
Here he is, we're walking around now, brother's behind me. We're going to go and see what they got. Yeah, lovely, mate. Another banger. Fish number 4 for you now, mate.
Yeah.
Top rod at the moment. Really having it off,
Doing
mate.
right.
And the fish are definitely moving up in the water now, aren't they? For sure.
Definitely going to whack some zigs on in a minute, I reckon.
Yeah, 100%.
Sounds good.
9 scales down the middle there. Lovely bits up the back of it. Just an all-round lovely fish. Mid-20s, sort of 23,
Sort of
24,
size, I reckon,
something
mate.
like that, around that. Happy days. Nice
Beauty.
one. Cheers, mate.
Nice one.
So there it is, another banger, and if that ain't giving you a bit of a taste in your mouth throughout this video of what Brook Fisheries is about, then I don't know what will. We haven't even touched the surface.
Every single fish.
Every
is just
fish.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
really
a banger.
nice.
Real bangers.
Mouths are all nice.
They've got a bit of everything. Some VS fish in here, some Simmos in here. There literally is a bit of everything. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to head back round now. Myself and Tom. Tom's going to have a go, and obviously I get out on the bank every week, and Tom certainly doesn't because he's very, very, very busy. So it's quite nice for him to have a go. So he's going to be fishing with my rods, and fingers crossed he can make it happen and nick a couple whilst we're here as well. It'd be nice, mate, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to sit back now, enjoy this sun, although it is very, very, almost too hot.
Yeah, it's got to be. Let's have a look. Currently 27 degrees with absolutely no cloud.
Yeah, it really
hot.
is. It's savage, absolutely savage. Just the only way of putting it across. So I'm going to see you in a bit. Right, wow. Garrett's kindly lent me his fancy Ridge Monkey boat here without treading on my line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out. Basically, there's a reed line in front of me. Now I've been sat here watching, trying to learn the water, see what's going on. I've only fished this sort of a couple of times before, so I'm still really sort of learning the lake. But like over here now, the reeds are twitching. Typical where I've just taken that rod from. But the primary spot where there's like a hole, and I think what the fish are doing is they're using that as a sort of, you can see it now. Look at that, Tom. Massive vortex on the top. Probably not going to pick it up on the camera, but massive vortex there. Loads of action going on. And now the reeds are twitching over to the left as well. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get this rod out. Little single bag there, look. Mini mix pellet injected with the flat spot. A little yellow magic bean whittled down, finished off with some magic dust in the bottom there. So let's get it out. There it is, just pulling it into that little gap now. A little bit further. Drop her there. That's on the money. Reverse the boat out, bring her back over, and hopefully that gets me a not a pig. Come on.
So after losing the last fish, there's been not a lot going up at this end. Had a few liners, but I think not seeing anything. No fizzing, no jumping. I think a lot of the fish are holding up at the moment over in the over by Ben, in between Ben and Ian, which is great. The guys opposite us, I think they've had 5. I think the one guy's had 4, and he's got a bait boat going right under the trees, close to the bank. Bit of an out of zone area where I think he's being taken for. The fish do seem to be hiding up in the cover at the moment. Just to try and do something a little bit different, I've now put a 5-foot zig on. It's actually 6.5 foot out where I am, but I'm probably about 4 foot off of the bank of my far left, just past the aerator, and see if there's anything that's going to cruise past and might just snatch it. I've still got one out bang in the middle on my baited spot, and I've still got one out where I had to run from earlier underneath the overhanging tree. I think it's going to be more at night times, see if there's anything coming from the surface. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, really hot, getting muggy. It was nice and overcast earlier, but the clouds have certainly gone, sort of cleared up, and the sun's just coming over directly above me now. So it's starting to feel the heat. Still got 48 hours to go. Got enough time. I think it's 5-2 at the moment. Ben's obviously had 2. He's lost 4. Lovely swim he's got there. No, he's not far casting, just probably 15-20 foot. But you know what? That's for the fish holding up. That's where you need to fish. So we'll keep you updated. Yeah, fingers crossed.
There he is. Tommy boy's off.
Go back for a barbie.
Back for a barbie.
Come on the carp.
Come on.
Back tomorrow.
See you later. I'm itching. These rods are just waiting to go. There's fish in the reeds. I've got 2 rods up, bump right up against the reeds with a drop without boat, and I don't think it's going to be long there. Just the reeds are like this over there. Crazy. And then that rod's on money as well, so come on, fingers crossed. Definitely cooler as well now. Right, so time to get a bit of bait out. So I've got our custom rolls now that are back on the website. These are custom 10 mils when you buy 30 kilo, lovely and soft. And these are shelf life as well. So plan of action is get some of them in. Beneath that, there's some 14s in there as well. I see the slightly bigger ones. Trying to get quite a bit of bait out just off the end of that aerator. And that comes on, and also putting heavy bits in, so there's a bit of a thought process behind that, heavier baits, so when that aerator does come on, it doesn't push any of the smaller particles away, that the big stuff does sit there on my head, because I would imagine it's going to have some element of moving something, even if it's small, just to be safe. So that's the plan of action. Get some of these bad boys out. That'd be jubbly. Hey, so here he is. It's been hard going, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe not wrong.
Really hard going. And you've had rods on the bottom sort of throughout, haven't you? And this afternoon you said, no, I'm going to put one on the zig, and that's what's gone, mate, hasn't it?
Yeah, mate, that's the one. Bit of black foam soaked in the flats one, mate.
How high?
This one's 5 foot.
5 foot, so quite
High up, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a hot day though, hasn't it?
Yeah, mate.
We're going to be up in them layers.
Bosh, mate, absolute banger. And first one for you, mate, on the zig, mate.
Yeah, mate, on the zig, mate. A little black foam soaked in the flat spot.
We were worried, two little worried men, weren't we, watching them
Not going, they've got
playing that
one.
fish, but it happened in the end, mate. 24-2
this one, mate.
24-2, yeah, real nice, real nice one. I love that scale there on it. Beautiful.
Pretty little one, isn't it?
Really is. Every single fish in it. Me and Tom said it earlier. Every fish in it is a banger. And you've caught another one, mate, so well done. Bosh, there it is, there's the other side. And a bit of a currents there, mate, didn't you? Got another run. Would you have a little pussycat?
Yeah, a little catfish.
One of your favourites.
Yeah.
The colours are really coming out in this fish now on this camera, but yeah, well done, mate, really happy for
Cheers,
you,
mate.
and hopefully this is the first of many.
Yeah, you know, fella.
Geared
There
up.
you go.
Well in, mate.
Pretty old figure. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Lumperoonie. Well, anybody who tunes in every week will know Garrett is the man when it comes to cooking. He's got the Ridge Monkey barbecue, and look what he's just made, mate. Warm these through as well, like flatbreads, steak, potatoes, asparagus wrapped in bacon, and chicken. I think I'm in heaven, baby. With a view. Come on, the carp. Wow, that sun's gone down really quick, and that darkness is coming in. But rod's back out, few spoms out on the money over there. All tees rods are back out, and we're ready for action. So, fingers crossed. There's Andy over there with his boat. Lovely. Wow, it's just gone 3:30, and it's time for me to do some baiting. So, I've got some pellet and some 14 mils, and also some 10 mils, and some OG fish sauce I'm going to put out on the spot now, half a bucket or so. I'm going to try these. Garrett gave me them a few months back when we were on a trip, so I'm going to put one of these on and see if I can make it happen. Well, spomming done now, I'm going to wait for first light and then redo them rods, because I still think I've got a good chance and I don't want to ruin something that could go off. And then I'm going to move two onto the baited spot off the aerator where I've been putting this bait.
Well, eventually into another one. Literally just redid my rod.
There it is, look at the bend.
5 minutes. And it's gone.
That's what we're here for. That is what we are here for.
Well, good morning all. You're looking at a very tired Ben. I'm absolutely knackered. I've been up the last few hours watching the water and that. Just redone the rods. And Garrett's playing one. He's in. So that would bring us, if he's landed this or he's playing it now still in front of me, I'm walking up there now towards him, that'll put us on 4. And I think they've had one in the night. Not 100%, obviously I'll touch base and let you know, but so I've got to message Andy and see what's going on, but yeah, hopefully he's got a banger.
Shoulders, isn't it? Okay, okay.
Yes! Yeah, nice. Get up.
Yeah, boy. Garrett. Found the bend. Happy days.
Well then, mate. Needed that.
Hey, she got in on the action, mate.
Yeah. After losing that one yesterday.
It's been our going, mate, for you, not over it really
Yeah,
has.
yeah.
We've all sort of been struggling really. It's here next year, but you've managed to nick one. I see you put the boat out, mate, and nearly instantly, so we're not going to mess about with this one, because I know Garrett's eager. I'm eager for you, mate, to get that rod back out. What was it on, mate?
That was Orange Magic Bean.
Orange Magic Bean.
Everything for me recently has been off the orange beans.
Happy days.
I even switched over to the OG fish with a little topper.
Yeah.
But again, it's the bean that's done it.
So arguably the better side, mate, that. They're
Beautiful fish in it.
Yeah, really are.
Beautiful stamp of fish in there.
We've said that, me and Tom and T, every single one we've had has been a banger, and that's another one to just add to the collection, mate.
Another warm one. I've sat over and swim too. So I just had the last fish at exactly the same time as when I lost yesterday. So I've now got all 3 rods up against the far bank, one just to the right of the aerator, one underneath a low hanging tree, and then one underneath the bush beside the dead tree. Probably about half a foot out. 3 solid bags, all with the magic beans in them. I think I've got 2 orange, 1 yellow out. Tried a bit of surface fishing, must put on about 3 key of mixer out, not touching them at all, which is strange. They're certainly on the surface, but they're not interested. So back to the bottom baits. So I did have 2 zigs on all day yesterday. I had nothing. I think T had 1 off of that, so that was a good result. I think we're 2 behind, so still all to play for. Still got, I think, about 24 hours to go. Yeah, so keep you updated.
This is getting exciting now. So Garrett's had that one. I'm going back round now. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think T's landed it, so I'm buzzing. The team's starting to tick them off now, but we don't obviously know that score, so we got a carpy. Yeah, boo! Oh, he's got his cereal.
Yeah, mate, halfway through bunch of it, it's going to go soggy. Right, get it sorted out.
Yes. You're always getting in on the action, mate, ain't you? So whilst I was over there, I heard T's rod scream. What rod was it, mate? Middle rod?
This was the right hand rod, the bag I just got flicking around.
Yeah, nice. You've just been using that as like a scouter rod, haven't you? So you've had 2 on the spot, scouter rod, and it's been doing the do, innit?
Yeah, mate.
Common, how big we giving this one, mate? What do you reckon?
Yeah, not big, probably about £9. But they were more than welcome though, weren't they, mate?
I'll give you a bit more than 9, maybe 11. But no, well in, mate, smashed it.
Cheers, fella.
Right, well, I'm just popping around to get some breakfast now, to be honest with you. It's jumped a little bit, the video, coming up to 10 o'clock. Been sort of patiently watching the water this morning, hoping and praying I could get one of them bites, but hopefully I can nick a few in the day. I've got everything crossed in my body. I'm going to work the swim, and the scores on the doors are 5, 6, so they've had 6, we've had 5, so that puts us 1 behind. So to catch that one, to put a sort of level peg in would be lovely, but for now I'm walking up to eating, and I think we got eggs this morning, and I'm Marvin. What you made? Scrambled smash?
Scrambled, smashed together.
Look at that.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, that's some nice eggs there, mate. Where'd you get them from?
Fresh bait in the game. Fresh eggs in the game. Yeah, boy. Eggy morning.
Right, well, I'm back in my swim now, and rods are out, and breakfast was banging. I'm fully sorted now, should we say. My appetite is now gone. I'm full and I'm ready for a day ahead. The sun, I'm sat in my bivvy, literally it's blistering heat out there. It's so hot, too hot, and I think it has killed the fish in this particular session. I had a chat with Andy this morning. He was like, the weather's just killed it, man. Absolutely killed it. They've been doing loads and loads of fish over the duration of the last sort of month, but it's got to sort of give in, someone hasn't it? I guess it's just typical. We picked that weekend that they ain't going crazy, but anyway, I still think there's a chance today, and hopefully I can make it happen and nick a fish off these reeds to bring us into that drawing position. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Sit back now, watch the water, like I always say, and fingers crossed can nick an absolute banger.
Just keep you updated on proceedings. Behind me I've got a lot of fish. They're just milling around. I mean, it's 31 degrees at the moment, so it's not ideal for fishing, but they're all on the surface. So I've just gone out probably halfway across the lake into my area. It's 6'5" out there, and I've gone 6'3", so I'm literally probably 2 inches under the surface with a really small zig. You know, this time of day it's just it's not productive. to be trying to bottom fish. They just ain't going to have it. I'm leaving the two out behind me, directly behind, on the far bank, just in case one of them gets a bit inquisitive, or a couple of them. I mean, I must have good 30, 40, 50 decent carp out there. So I would normally, normal times, go 3 zigs, but they're quite spooky to fish here. So I'm just setting one. I've just set one. I say 2 inches, maybe 3 at most. Obviously, it's a little bit of variant in the depth, but it's around 6'5". As you come slightly closer and a bit further out, it drops to 6'2", 6'1". So it's quite a deeper patch behind me. But as you can see, well, the silty part is coming now on top. The fish are coming up. I must put out earlier about 5 key of mixers. Not interested at all. But a zig just beneath might get one of their attention, and they might just look at it and think, do you know what, I'll have a go. So yeah, it's looking good. I know that Ben is also looking to maybe switch up, and I think Tears has out as well. I did have one on a little while ago at 5'7", and I literally had 3 really hard liners. So whether it'll take sort of hard liners, I don't know. But a little bit of foam on there, and I kept casting it out, and I was casting a little bit closer, and it was sitting 2 on top. So I've gone further out to my limit, probably 14 wraps, and it's the foam's gone under, literally it's over, and then it popped up. So 6'3", and let's see if I can entice one of those in. You know, at the moment we are 7'5" behind, but remember, it's the owner of the lake with 3 of his bailiffs. You know, we've rocked up here, Parker Baits, and you know what, it's all to play for. I mean, my foam has been soaked in a flat spot. So, you know, it's not the fact that we do catch, it's not one of ours. Well, actually it is, because I've got a pot of literally of foam soaked in it, all been pricked, so it soaks it all in, and then it's just oozing it out. So anyway, hopefully we'll get some footage. Hopefully there'll be something that'll come. Again, really hot day. For any of you sat at home and probably watching this in a few weeks' time while it's raining back there, and we're all moaning it's raining, just remember how much we're moaning how hot it is. Anyway, sun cream on, enjoy it while we've got it. So just having a little walk down. Gonna have a bit of a social, go and see Ben and T. Got Mr. Roma sitting behind. So Ian, look at that body, eh?
Oh mate, look at that pasty there.
Yeah.
That battered sausage we had earlier.
Talk about giving me a battered sausage. Anyway, so we're having a little walk round. We've been here, God, I don't even know, 60 hours I suppose. Got here Thursday. And yeah, gonna go round see the boys. So it's not much going on at the moment. The fish are on the surface, they're all about. It's just, it's too hot. It's too hot for them to even consider anything. So having a little walk down. Been in. What are we saying, Ian?
Hey, blanking. Absolutely blanking.
Listen,
on the score sheet tonight. Come on, the Parker Baits.
It's coming.
Come on.
It's coming. As you can see, they're set up nicely together. And we've got the Parker Baiter, look at that. There's about 60 metres of that going out there. It's the infamous T.
It's the 40 now.
Oh, is the drone up?
Yeah, I've got the drone up right now, to be honest with you, and there's fish out there. They're all on the top, mate. As we've seen earlier, they're literally all out on the top.
So we're saying T. How many you had?
Just 2 so far, mate.
2.
Yeah.
And what have been on?
One was on a zig. I think it was a Magic Bean. The other one was on.
The man,
mate.
the man, the double 40 Berners Hall capturer.
Well, there she is, mate. What would you expect it? My first day taking 40. I'm absolutely buzzing with this. Just to get that first 40 as well. Special moment. Seriously special moment. Oh, I can't stop smiling from ear to ear.
£40 on number 2, Lenty.
Here we go. Here we go, mate. Absolutely over the moon. Can't describe, mate. You dream of these moments, don't you, to make it happen like this, and it's happened. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable.
Come on, the boy.
It's happened.
Mr. Farrett is now called Mr. 40.
Big man himself.
Definitely that.
And the master blanker at the moment, but I will, count my words, I will be on the score sheet tonight.
We will.
Come on the Parker baits.
Coming into the evening time, just come over after a little social with Ben, T and Ian, and just before sunset, Ben's just setting himself up in the background, and gonna have a quick chat. What are you doing, Ben?
Right, well, I've got my PVA bag set up there. I've literally been injecting it. You're probably thinking, Ben, that's not the normal flat spot you see, but this flat spot is, I've just put it in a bigger sauce pot, so I've got plenty of it for obviously this match scenario. But what I've been doing is obviously putting the nib. I've put one of the flat spot nibs on this.
Oh, you got some?
Yeah, I have, mate. Yeah, they work well. So I've only just started playing about with them, to be fair. So I've been putting it in like so. It's absolutely leaking outlet.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. But thankfully, Gary's got his boat here. So what I'm going to do is, I'll touch base with you in a second. I'll get the boat out and I'll show you exactly what's going on.
So what are you doing with the 3 rods? So obviously that's one that's going to be on that solid bag.
So 3 rods tonight. So what I've been doing over the time I've been here, I'll just put that down there a second. And the time I've been here, I've obviously, when I first got on the first day, I'd give them a big hit of bait in the corner. Haven't really been putting rods on there, but because of the situation that you're fishing over there, you can actually see, you would know if the fish are over there feeding, which is great. But they haven't been over there feeding, which isn't so great, so that's why I haven't put a rod on there. They've been fish showing primarily up against the reeds, and I've been fishing 2 rods up against the reeds, and that has done me a couple of bites, although I've lost 4 in this particular peg. And then the final rod has been up against where there's sort of, if you like, the jetty, or where the oxygenator is. It sort of extrudes the bank, if that's the word of putting it across. And I'm fishing just off that, probably about half a wrap off that. I give them a load of bait. It's my heavy baited spot, and that has done me one of the fish. So that's done me a fish, and obviously the reeds have done me a fish, but I've obviously lost a load in the mix. So yeah, that's what I've been doing in this particular swim.
So you took your zig off?
Took the zig off. I had the zigs on this afternoon. I thought I'd play about with zigs, no brainer. Wasn't happening. I'm quite a proactive angler. I like to try and make things happen and do what I can to try and get a fish on the bank. And unfortunately, the zigs just haven't worked. The fish has
been hot though, isn't it? I mean, we've been 31 degrees here today.
It's been just, yeah, the fish are up on the top, and hence the zigs. But yeah, you can only do so much when they're not feeding. But there's another little bit of movement down there by them lilies, and also up against the reeds as I'm talking. So without further ado, I'm going to get this rod out with the bait boat while it's here. Happy blooming days. Happy days. So I've literally dropped the boat over right in the corner, just off the baited spot. Little single PVA bag, double bagged, and the reason why I've double bagged it, because I'm going to be a little bit more brutal with it now, and it doesn't matter if I pull the bag a little bit. But yeah, that's what I've done. That is the plan of action, and that rod is going to stay there now. I've got to keep a rod on that baited spot, have to, and hopefully it does me a knotter pig throughout the night between now and tomorrow.
Just back from having a little social with Ben, T and Ian. It's been so hot here today. There was no point in us trying to fish on. Ben had kept his rods out, but up this end the sun's just on us. But so we're coming into late evening now. It's still very warm. Sun is still up, but it's just about to drop behind the trees. So little solid bag with one of the yellow magic beans. I'm going to do a yellow and an orange underneath 2 points, which I've been working on since I've been here, and I'm going to keep a zig out tonight just to see if there's something a little bit different that I can try and do. Maybe trip up one of the bigger ones. Great venue, beautiful. You know, you couldn't ask for much more. but it really is just too warm. I'd say, so, you know, I mean, it's 29 degrees and it's like 6:30. But we've done all right. We're there. We're 2 fish behind. I'm confident we are gonna get some more in. As soon as that sun drops, I think they're gonna get on the feed, and yeah, we'll keep you updated.
Right, well, I'm walking round because we've just literally sat there and watched Garrett's rod. So you've just seen him sort of outro there, come over with his camera and went back, got his rods out, and almost instantly he's had a fish, so fair play to him. This will bring us on to 6 and then they'll have 7, so we're getting closer for sure. So I'm going to touch base with you when I'm round there. So there he is. Just got back, mate, ain't you?
Just got back.
It's good angling that. So bottom bait or zig?
No, but obviously we've rested the swim for a couple of hours. I've put my 2 over there on bottom, and this one was that zig. I've just put it back exact the same spot, literally probably half a foot under the water. So probably 6 foot.
Nice.
Just under 6 foot. And straight away it's gone.
So no, that's good, mate. It's good. Fingers crossed we can get this one in. So I'm going to put you on the tripod behind me. And now biting stuff, because this will put us up on that board a little bit more than where we need to be. So I'm not going to put Garrett off. But this fish is obviously giving up a right account for itself. Look at this cut.
It feels alright actually.
Wow, if this one ain't called Spiky, I don't know what
Put
it
it
is.
down there, look.
Put
I
his
think you got the ump.
No, well in though, mate.
Cheers,
Zig,
mate.
it's good angling that. Come back from a bit of a social over there. Put his rods out. Within 5 minutes, he's had one. Then it's a nice common. Yeah. I'll give it what?
20, 22?
Yeah, maybe something around that sort of size.
You
I
see
would
its
say.
tail?
Yeah.
Look at the tail.
Yeah, it's got a real twisted. Different, definitely a character.
Definitely a character. Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
But it's come here a minute, lift this fin up for us again. Check this out. Spike, we'll call this one.
Spiky.
Spiky.
Look at that. Yeah, Spiky. Look at that, lovely. So there it is. That brings us to number 6.
Oh, there you go.
Happy days.
There it is.
Happy days. Well done, mate. Right, wow, that's me walking back round. What is tonight going to bring? That brings us 1 behind drawing. So I need 1 more fish. I need to nick a fish off that bloody margin down there. Come on, man. Come on. Ooh. Is that money? Money, 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 baby. Lighting's not great, but the proof's in the pudding, mate. Fish number 7. I don't know what they've had. We both don't know, do we really, at the moment? But it's hairy stuff. But definitely another 20, mate. I'll give that 22, 23, something like that.
Low 20 fella.
Get in, mate. Get in.
Happy days.
5:30 now, when the lights come on the other side. It's always nail biting stuff. I don't really know what they're on, but I'm sat here now. I've got crisps and biscuits and all sorts down here. Coffees and everything's carnage in there. Look, everything. But yeah, look over this side. Just rubbish everywhere. But I'm happy that I'm fishing, and we've got till 1 o'clock today, so come on. Right, wow, it's actually going off at the moment, and they're having a few the other side, and it is 11-7 to them, so fair play. It's good angling, and Andy's into another one over there. He's playing it right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pictures up on the screen. I think it's been a heavy night for Andy, and he's also had a 29 as well, and that 29 would put him in biggest fish, and he's on the run in for that £10 from all of us, so fair play to him. So fingers crossed, we're going to keep fighting away right till the very end. And like I said, it's 1 o'clock today. It's quite a moody morning, a lot more cooler, and it's definitely making an impact on the fishing for sure in that middle body of water. That weather change has, well, it's just been mental the last couple of days. The heat has just been crazy, so yeah, fingers crossed we can nick a few more before we leave. But yeah, they're slowly slipping away now with that lead. I'm walking round half-tired Ben, and he's got that one in the net, so it'd be rude not to show you that one, so that's exactly what I'm going to do now. I'll see you in a second. Wait, there he is, the main man himself. It's been our going, mate, isn't it?
Rock hard, mate. The weather's been absolutely shocking. Heat wave. Been looking forward to this session, and I had to have a heat wave, didn't it? But
typical.
Yeah, it ain't been easy, but it's fished so well the last month. Fish can't keep coming out every day like they were, because half the stock had been caught in the last few weeks.
You're not wrong, not wrong. What are we giving that one then, mate? Low 20?
Yeah, I'd say low 20. That's the fourth one of this night for me, so I've actually had a good night.
It's been busy, mate, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, so 5 in total. Over three nights, can't really moan.
So yeah, it's been tough going, mate, isn't it? But fish number for all of you now, is this number 13, I think?
Yeah, 13.
Fish number 13.
13.7, innit?
Yeah, mate, definitely running away with it at the moment. But another banger on the bank, another Limbrook banger on the bank, and there's been some absolute bangers across the board on this session. So yeah, thanks very much, mate, and hopefully you can nick a few more before 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and we'll have to have another rematch, won't we?
100%, mate.
Swap sides next time.
Definitely, yeah, you know. Well, good job I'm over here, really. How Liam's in. The big man himself. And Mr. Smiler there in the sling, look at that. Old Rambo.
Rambo.
Come on, focus. Smiling away there, look at him. The pressure's on, the video's on you now, mate.
Fish spotted the camera.
It did. Rambo's watching you, everybody's watching you.
Game on.
Get him, mate. That makes fish number 14 for Team Limbrook, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so what we got in here then, Rambo? Eh? What we got in there, mate?
Wait.
Oh. So here it is. We're not going to get this one up because Liam's got a little bit of work to do behind me, because he's got a couple of rods out of the water at the moment. But if I can pull this up, look, there it is, another common, another lovely fish, and like I said, brings him into number 14. Happy blooming days. Right, mate, well done. Right then, mate, I'll see you in a bit. See you later, Rambo. See you later, mate. Funny old dog. Brilliant. Well, the home team are definitely showing us how it's done at the moment and taking full advantage of them fish feeding. But it's that sort of same walk back now. Yeah, right there down there. I don't know, lovely, the sun coming through there, through the trees. That same walk back. And I don't think it's going to be the last walk back, because I reckon they're going to have a few more this morning. So I'm going to head back round now, try and nick a nosser, and I'll see you in a bit. Wow, it's all happened really quickly. We've just had a break in the rain. Bivvy's gone. And we're calling it early. They're all packed up the other side because it's going to absolutely smash it down, and we don't fancy packing up in the absolute ultra rain, because that's what it's going to be. But yeah, it's been a lovely trip here at Limbrook. I'll leave it a little bit longer with the rods, and obviously I'll touch base here before we leave. But yeah, mate, we will be back. Right, well that's it, garage there going behind me, and that is the match done. It's weighing it down, I'm getting soaked, so I'm going to make this one short and sweet. So Limbrook, for further details head over to their website guys. It's a beautiful lake down there and somewhere I thoroughly recommend to come down. Customer service is great. The pegs, you've got plenty of space, and it just really is a beautiful water and sort of caters for everybody needs. You've got a bit of everything, a bit of open water, an island, some lilies, a bit of everything. Some lovely fish to throw in the mix as well. Unfortunately it didn't happen this time, but we'll definitely be back for a rematch. Mandy's already sort of okayed that, so it's going to be interesting when we come back. But I do think if the weather was bang on, we would have done twice as many fish, but the weather's had that massive sort of very hot spurt and just basically killed what we're doing. So there it is. I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully you've liked this video. And just very quickly before I leave, obviously the things that obviously stand out for me in this video, or what was been doing the do, sorry, was the magic beans again, little PVA bags, and obviously the zigs, little bit of black foam with soaked in the flat spot. What I do is we cut all our zig foams down, we put them in our pot and soak them in the flat spot and just leave them. When you come to use them, they're infused then with that flat spot and they absolutely stink, and that's what done the bite for tea. So that was what we've been having the fish on. Obviously 7 fish in the end, and like I said, I'm going to leave it at that. So I hope you like this video guys. If you have, give us a thumbs up, make sure you comment down below, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos going forward, and I'll see you all very soon. Peace out.